Wait, 47. I've been examining Krish's phone records, and there are quite a few long calls here between him and someone named Voles. Ah, I see. It seems your last contract may not have been as settled as we thought. Evidently, Krish was the frontman for Atlantide, and the one responsible for its predatory expansion practices. The man behind the product and the pitch, however, is Galen Voles. Voles stays out of the spotlight, but quietly pushes Atlantide's absurd medical claims on every front, from dry skin to pancreatic cancer. Apparently, Voles recently moved out to the suburbs to curb the harassment he's been receiving from disgruntled customers and former sales associates. He's also taking advantage of his anonymity to operate an exclusive private practice out of his home, despite having no medical background whatsoever. Perhaps it's time to make a house call, 47. Welcome to Whittleton Creek, 47. Your target is Galen Voles, who's just moved into the neighborhood in hopes of establishing an inconspicuous home clinic to peddle Atlantide. Unfortunately for him, not to mention you, he's already received some threatening mail to this new address. The man's on edge, and he's reached out to the local authorities to help him secure his property. You'll need to get past them if you want to take care of Voles. Good luck.
I swear I have a license for it. License? Don't bring it to me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guidance for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
Mrs. West, how are you doing today?
Ah, the usual, Dale. It's Saturday, so the oven is filled with muffins.
You spoil us all rotten, Mrs. West. But I'll take it. Walking this route is so peaceful and serene, and I wake up every morning loving it. But I will say that Saturdays are my favorite days.
You're very kind, Dale.
Shame you don't have a husband to treat anymore. He'd be a very lucky man, Mrs. West.
My late Roger died happy and with a full belly. I'm doing just fine on my own. Speaking of which, I need to get back to my oven.
All righty, Mrs. West. I'll see you on Monday. Have a wonderful day.
Guy's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
You've seen the Janice's oddball nurse who's added again.
Oh, yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early. Captain Bird. Spend more time with them. Yeah, Doc, I know. This static guy.
Like he doesn't trust us to keep the neighborhood safe. Guy's got sensors on everything but the darn mailbox.
You should definitely have one there. People steal mail around here all the time.
I just can't imagine trusting some alarm system more than you trust the flesh and blood officer of the law.
Well, it's louder, isn't it, sir?
It's not allowed if you trip a breaker first. Anyone can do that. They'd only need to get into the basement, then bingo. The whole place is ripe for infiltration.
I guess that's why you're the sheriff, sir.
Damn right. Let's see if we can't help this fella feel a little more at ease under our watch.
Is that why we brought out the big guns?
Oh, by all
That is Galen Voles. Don't let his home practice fool you. He's no more a doctor than his business partner.
Didn't email put you guys out of business?
Hello and welcome. Please have a seat. Mr. Anderson, come.
I've been looking forward to it.
Given your diagnosis, I don't doubt it. Let's cut to the chase. I think your doctors have been greatly met about the severity of your illness.
You do?
I do. I see cases like yours all the time, Dale. And with the appropriate intervention, they're rarely terminal. The medical establishment has a vested interest in misleading people like you, because the truth would un the entire system.
So what would you suggest?
To start with, 8 weeks of demineralized salt water, 4 liters per day. We came from the oceans, you know, but now we only let ourselves ingest water in its most basic and unhealthful form, and that affects us at a cellular level. Products like, well, like my own brand, actually, Atlantide, are much closer to how water was 1,000,000 years ago.
Isn't demineralized salt water just water?
It's pure water, Dale. Primitive and nourishing. All of the benefits of salination, with none of the adverse effects. And if you want to offset the cost, you can just sign on as an Atlantide distributor and cover it that way.
That's quite the offer.
Well, what can I say? I like to help people in whatever way I can.
No.
So what do you think, Dale? Are you ready to commit your own life?
Target eliminated. Excellent work, 47. Time to make your exit.
Welcome, sir. I'm Liam, an associate of Dr. Voles. May I help you with something?
The neighborhood barbecue party in suburban. Billy is normally going outside.
Well, that's that. Well, that's that. 2 fewer snake oil salesmen in the world, or exponentially more if you include their downlines. Well done as usual, 47.